Today on Crypto Fox, we'll be looking at why you should own at least 100 Cardano. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on post notifications. We'll be right back after this.
I'm here at Apollo HQ to talk about gold secured currency, also known as GSX. GSX is an unprecedented financial asset that combines the best elements of a traditional investment with the backing of a stablecoin and the use cases of many of the largest decentralized currencies like XRP. Secondly, growth. The asset backing behind GSX grows because the funds generated from the mines backing it go directly to purchasing new mining projects as well as increasing the bullion backing it.
Cardano has become one of the must-have cryptocurrencies in the crypto market. It achieved this status in the space of 6 months since the clock started ticking on this year. There's been a tremendous rise in the market interest in crypto. There's been a new wave of investors that have populated the crypto market in 2021. Their influx didn't happen overnight, by the way. The pandemic must have done something to trigger the interest of people in the crypto market. It's understandable why that's the case. After all, everyone wants to make money. Those that are already making money want to make more. While the crypto market may not be the only viable investment option available to people, it holds the most promise for individual investors looking to invest in assets that require the least capital. Cryptocurrencies are the best use for this purpose. This year alone, we've seen many cryptocurrencies rise and fall in the course of the year. There have been more positives than there are negatives, even with Bitcoin technically dragging the market behind it. The top crypto has on some occasions been a burden on the general altcoin market, thus putting a shade on the individual potential of each cryptocurrency. Ethereum stands out on its own, being the second most valued cryptocurrency in the world. It's also become the largest and most useful blockchain network in the world. Both crypto giants have had their time in the spotlight, and to some extent, they have hogged the spotlight for too long. But other cryptocurrencies have shown some bright moments of their own. One being the leading meme coin Dogecoin, and others such as Cardano, Solana, and Algorand. These coins have moved from mere cents to dollar levels with the exception of Dogecoin, which came pretty close to reaching $1 back in May. The growth of Cardano has been slow but progressive this year. It's definitely not one of the most trendy cryptocurrencies on social media, but nonetheless, it's one of the coins with the most solid blockchain. Its potential to initiate massive blockchain projects had positioned it into a degree that it's expected to become much bigger than Ethereum, especially with its much more unique smart contract system as well as DeFi solutions. While it has not fully shown much gains as a consequence of the latest upgrade to its network, we're anticipating a much-needed boost to its price. Why should you hold at least 100 Cardano? And why is it important to buy now? The reasons are numerous, but can be summarized under one subject: to make more money. Right now, to take advantage of the current market dynamics, you need to buy the right coin, and one of the coins you should be looking at is Cardano. The next couple of weeks for Cardano will be thrilling as we near the end of the year. Already, Bitcoin is leading a surprising rally with its price returning to the $55,000 price levels. We don't know if it'll sustain this price range for long, but we can keep an eye out for any unexpected moves. It's not clear how the price action of altcoins will respond to the bullish run of Bitcoin. For much of this year, the start of an altcoin season has been discussed, but it hasn't been realized just yet. We've seen some altcoins actually act on their own to forge a path to the upside for themselves. Others have been pretty strong in consolidation. Cardano, for instance, has been pretty viable on both ends as it's grown pretty strong to a new all-time high of about $3 early in September. It fell and it's trading around $2.21 in the current market window. There's no telling how long the coin will persist at the current level, hence it's important to get a good buy on the coin before it happens. You need to be holding substantial amounts of Cardano to get a good shift on the early bullish run of the coin. Cardano is past that level where you can expect to buy a large sum at a low price. The price dynamics have been altered, especially with Cardano at about $2. You could have gotten a lot more Cardano for much lower while its price persisted at about 1 cent or just below $1. Buying about 100 Cardano coins would cost approximately $220 based on the current value of the coin. This also means the higher it grows, the further out of reach the coin would grow. The market is divided for Bitcoin now because of its high value and ultimately huge transaction fees. It's become the go-to choice for market whales. At this point in Bitcoin's current level, you can expect that Bitcoin can no longer produce growths of about 300 to 1,000% in a single market move. Such huge potential is mostly achievable with coins that have relatively low prices. We've seen people earn so much from buying the dip in a bearish market, hence buying 100 ADA now is probably the brightest idea. Over the next few months, stretching deep into 2022 and towards the end of that year, we're anticipating ADA's rise to about $20 to $50 per ADA. It's not a vain prediction, given the immense adoption rate that Cardano is expected to continue reeling in with time. Based on the application of the Cardano network, it's trumped other cryptocurrencies in terms of sustainability. And in some ways, it can help tokens establish on its network to escape regulatory action and that they are backed by real-life assets. Their use case in securing the finances of investors fits in with the need of most regulatory organizations to protect their interests, although that sense of protection had been somewhat warped in the past few months. We've seen regulatory clampdown on certain cryptocurrencies become the main reason that people lose money. It's apparent that investors now actually need protection from those that claim to want to protect them. If Cardano grows to become the biggest network where users can develop smart contracts and DeFi solutions can be proliferated, its price will grow massively in 2022. The endgame of the year 2021 is pegged at about $4 to $5, but there's nothing that says that Cardano can't grow beyond that price level this year. Some analysts are optimistic that Cardano can reach $10 by the end of this year. Is it possible? Of course. The current comprehensive surge of Bitcoin is not so much reflected on Cardano, but we expect that it will start off in its own time. It will go pretty far as it has accrued increased buying pressure in anticipation of its own bullish tendency based on the big developments that have been implemented on the blockchain. Cardano enthusiasts are encouraged to maintain some calm and not feel antagonized due to the lack of any major price swings, especially during a risk on a broader market. The market swing of other coins means next to nothing. When the time is right, Cardano will make its own move. According to this chart by AMP Crypto, the price pattern for Cardano shows two trend lines plotted against consecutive lower highs and higher lows presented a symmetrical triangle formation on ADA's 4-hour time frame. Based on the highest and lowest point within the pattern, a 30% breakout awaited ADA if either side is able to capitalize on this setup. For a bullish outcome, buyers would need to lay the foundations between the visible ranges POC of $2.10 and a support line of $2.01. A breakout above the upper trend line would open up a route towards the $3 mark, provided ADA does not falter at $2.58 and $2.80. Now, since the symmetrical triangle formed after a preceding downtrend, bears would have an easier task in forcing a breakdown of their own. A close below the lower trend line on strong volumes could drag ADA all the way to $1.47 after negotiating past a series of weak support levels. On the bright side, the bullish market has some advantage in that the RSI of the coin has been established within an ascending triangle, which is a major indication that it's teeing up for a breakout. The current price levels, though representing the higher low values, are technically a positive sign. Such a development is usually observed prior to the start of an uptrend. We are leaving room, of course, for the off chance that things might not play out that way due to market volatility, and the symmetrical triangle could play out as a continuation. Bullish developments could ultimately reinforce ADA and push the odds in its favor. A close above the $2.70 will efficiently mark the beginning of this dramatic price action. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on bell notifications. We also have a free Discord group where we share daily signals, and now you can also support us on Patreon. We have a special offer for our first 100 members, only $9.99 for our VIP Discord channels, where we share much more in-depth analysis and even one-on-one sessions. We also have a special discount offer on Binance. You'll get 5% off every trade you make on the platform if you sign up with our promo link in the description. And make sure you check out the GSX competition for your chance to win big. Links are below, and if you have any questions, drop us a comment. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Hollywood Carson.